Welcome to Gainesville, Florida. It's hot, it's humid, just like the Gators like it, and the reason they call this place the Swamp is we are ready for the Florida home opener. The Gators will boot it away to start the game. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news. The game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is that you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed into his decision-making this week.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, picked off. Touchdown, Miami! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They're getting this guy lathered up. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Colin.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
To the air, it's Ward. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
Wants to throw on first down. Steps away. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Wants to throw. It's Ward. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice. First down.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Powers through the defender. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Offense getting set for first down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. They'll give it to Johnson. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, the inside give. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
looking for a man. It's Ward. Quickly complete. At midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. He runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They want to just keep throwing it. And it's incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Hey, it's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They give it to him again. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just love the individual one-on-one effort by the defense there. Offense trying to go option, QB keeps it, but just too many defenders winning their one-on-one battles, defeating blocks, and getting the tackle for loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Mertz. Unloads to the right. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Pulls it in. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half, we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They're bringing heat. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
All right, second.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He lets one fly deep. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Back to pass, it's Mertz. He's got him this time. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but man, just want to put it out there, maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but man, that's probably one he wants back.
He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. That's caught. It's Badger. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brad.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
To the air, it's Ward. He tries to take the top off. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. Got a man. It's Restrepo. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Give to the back. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pressure coming. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. And the Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Mertz. Gets it to the back. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Gators line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys to use their speed against them.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Right back to the well. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
The running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far. Listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Flushed out of the pocket. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Right back to the well. The pirouette on the run. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Bulldozes his way through. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Mertz. Looking left. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Gators are in the red zone. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He's looking to throw. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter,
they will score! Touchdown, Gator!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick.
That is a perfectly executed onside kick. Great job by the kicker, making sure the ball goes 10 yards. And then how about the kicking team diving on top of that ball?
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mertz. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. Maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Throws toward the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week one, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got him.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Line getting set on 2nd down. The give as they work on that clock. At the 35, he's loose. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Touchdown, Gator! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 10 over Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. Moving to running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A little screen to the running back. On the move at the 30. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. And into the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Dropping back, it's Mertz. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And now on second down for this offense. They keep attacking through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and long, try to convert through the air.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
Brings up second and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. You know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the single back. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.